Rise, ye ashen, tarnished, chosen undead, and welcome Souls fans, new and old, to the next part of your Dark Souls Remastered Platinum Guide. So, last video, we opened the Phalanx shortcut, we defeated the invader, we got the Acid Surge Pyromancy, we got the Blood Shield, and then we did a bit of soul farming with the Phalanx to get our Vitality to 22 and our Strength to 30. So this is where our character looks. We're now going to finish off the Painted World, and we're going to do our next round of boss weapon prep. So, one more time, we're going to pop him, pop these two, and we're going to defeat the Phalanx. Only instead of going back to the bonfire, we're actually going to progress the map. But no way, after coming to a bonfire and going to this area, are we going to miss out on easy souls. Look at that, nice and easy. Okay, once you've defeated them, we've got a couple of items to get. So, this is the one that we cut down earlier on in our last video. That is a humanity. We're going to come up here. We're going to grab a ring of sacrifice, always good. And we're going to come around here for a soul item. So just a reminder, at this point in the game, I'm recommending avoid using soul packets where possible. I would rather you just came here. If you do lose souls and need to catch back up, I'd rather you came back to Painted World, farmed the Phalanx, don't worry about that item there, and caught up on souls that way. We're going to climb down here. And be careful as... Where is he? There he is. We have a pinwheel. Make sure your shield's up. Otherwise they can do a decent amount of stagger damage. There are 6 of these in this area in total. Here's number 2. So just wait for them to finish spinning. That way you won't take any chip damage when you attack. And now we're just going to lure one at a time with our bow. $800 souls each. Definitely could be worse. Soul pack here. Exploring. There we go. Grab this item. Turn the handle. Turn the lever. That's going to turn the statue and it's going to open the path to the boss. But before we do that, we are going to pop this illusionary wall. We are going to prepare ourselves for a skeleton bone wheel here. If it doesn't engage you, you can attack him. Now either he or you are going to attack that wall there. There you go, we've just heard it. The fog wall appeared there. So if he doesn't, you're going to attack that wall there. Watch the corner for another bone wheel here. Just be safe, keep your shield up, and just let them do all the hard work. And we're going to grab the annex key. That's important. We need that. Another hidden wall. Round the corner, there is another bone wheel. Get your bow up these stairs. There is another one of these fire dudes. However, one arrow is enough to defeat it. And this one is hiding something special. The Fire Surge Pyromancy. Pyromancy number 5 of 19. The only way you can get that one. Nope, that's where we just came. Okay, that's why. There we go. So go in a little square, get this ladder, and we're back where we fought the phalanx. We're now going to run across, and we're going to use the annex key that we just got to open this door. Come up the stairs. And we're going to fight some fire friends. So, this one first. This is why we have plenty of arrows. Fight without threat. So, through this board here. Velka's Rapier. That is another one of your 52 required rare items for the Knight's Honor Trophy. Now be careful, there is a fire-breathing enemy at the top there. And we have triggered the birds. Okay, he's settled. So if you can hit him, he can hit you, as you just saw. So what we want to do is make him hit the wall. And this is going to be a bit of a war of attrition, I'm afraid. Without magic on your side, I'm afraid I don't have a better option to give you. Apart from, once he reaches this point, you should be in a bit... Okay, now it's just timing. Okay, now he's actually just... You should be in a position where you can hit him, but he's hitting the stairs. This is kind of the worst case scenario now, because once you get to the top of the stairs, you've got birds to deal with. On top of that, you've got this annoyance. There we go. We're just going to force him to walk towards us. Come on. There we go. So from here, no, no, you're not going to give me that. Okay, I've got fireballs. There we go. Right. Just trying to be careful because there are these enemies here, and as you've seen, they can do a fair chunk of damage to you. Also, we do not want to fall down that hole there. That is insta-death. Do not walk up that section there. That's going to spawn more birds. That is why I'm specifically luring these ones out. don't pick up the item, come up there and come back down here. Now that we've defeated those, we can get the Vow of Silence miracle safely. That is our 6th miracle of the 23 needed. And in the interest of fighting smart, we're going to come down these steps a little and we're going to arrow kill this enemy here. Just keep spamming the attack, and that way you're going to keep him in stun lock, otherwise he is going to run up the stairs to catch up with you. We're just trying to get to a point where we can save on using a toxic heal item. One more enemy left in this area. This one here. Try and catch him with the tip of the sword so you avoid the toxic that he spews. And grab the Dark Ember. Once you've done that, we can homeward. Repair if you so wish, not mandatory, it's just what I do. And we're now going to fight the boss, Priscilla. An optional boss. You can actually leave this area without fighting Priscilla, however not optional if you're going for a platinum, as you need both to cut the tail of Priscilla and you need Priscilla's soul for a boss weapon as well. You also get a trophy for defeating Crossbreed Priscilla. So yeah, so definitely not an avoidable fight, which is a shame. Because, yeah, Priscilla does no harm to you, does not threaten you, offers you safe passage back. Yeah, I always feel a bit bad, but not bad enough because it's a trophy. And because cutting her tail off is a pain. It is a definite pain. There is the lucky way and then there is the hard way. We're going to try and show you the lucky way. The hard way is you just have to continue attacking from behind. Careful with that ambush there. Here is another ambush. So quickly kill the bow and then 4 enemies are going to appear and we're going to go slice. Perfect anime kill. Big knight, narrow corridor, bit of a pain. Not going to lie, I don't like this enemy. Just roll, 2-hand, swing, roll, 2-hand, swing, roll, oh, this is why I don't like this enemy. No, you don't get to heal. On the plus side, does guarantee drop you on the first kill a large Titanite. Subsequent kills you are not guaranteed to drop, but the first one you are. So, in your hotbar, put any blood red moss clumps that you have. Priscilla does attack with bleed. And this is more about your health bar management than anything. Where you can get away from her and bleed. Did I mention she turns herself invisible? Yeah, that's an annoyance too. But there she is. Despite the fact that she's got that monstrous scythe, you can even talk to her. Who art thou? One of us you are not. If you misstep, plunge down from the plank and hurry home. So yeah, you can just go past her, run off the edge, and that's that. However, we need the tail. So what we're going to do, 2-hand, you're going to hold R2, and you're going to hope that cuts the tail off. If it does, fantastic. If not, the hard way it is. We're going to have to just make sure the only thing we attack is the tail. Hard way it is. So she's going to go invisible. The way you can tell where she is look for her footprints in the snow. There they are. A couple of hits. Oh, no, we've lost her. Make sure, be away. Oh, come on. There's that bleed gauge. Okay, seriously, Pri, why are you... What? No, seriously, come on. I don't want to kill you. I specifically want your tail. Oh, you're so close to being dead, Pri. No, Pri, no. No, Pri. No, I'm gonna have to do this on the next run. Do not want to have to do that. Okay. Well, I did say worst case, so we are going to have a different weapon for the next time we fight Priscilla. Hopefully, for some reason, it normally takes 1 or 2 hits for her to go visible. For some reason, for me, it didn't. Hopefully, you are able to hit her twice, she goes visible, and then you attack the tail. You get the tail cut, all is good. We need to cut the tail for Priscilla's dagger, so I'm going to be coming back here in the next run. But we're going to do it with the Black Knight's sword. So, either way, Solar Priscilla, we got our 14th trophy, defeat Crossbreed Priscilla, 15th if you've upgraded the Lightning Spear to max. That's me just cheering the fact that I get to do that again. So, what we are going to do next is we now have somewhere in the region of 60,000 souls. Before we run and jump off the edge, we are going to rest back at the bonfire. And we're going to farm until we have at least 100,000 souls. I'm still reeling after that Priscilla fight, and we didn't get the tail cut for the R2 at the beginning. To be fair, I'll give that on me. I think my positioning was off slightly for the blade hit, but you don't have to be exact normally. And then she decided that she didn't want to reappear despite getting hit. So hopefully you had a better experience than I, but don't worry, the Black Knight's sword, which we will take on our second playthrough, where we'll now have to come here. Again, if you got the tail cut, you do not have to come back here again. So in the second playthrough, when I come here and have to do a quick run to get Priscilla, you can laugh and say, huh, I don't need to do that because I cut the tail, because I'm not a scrub like you. That's right, I am calling myself a scrub. Because as tempting as it is to do another run, start the video series again, it wouldn't be worst case if we didn't fail to get Priscilla's tail on the first try. So this goes for all of the bosses that have tail cuts. If you do fail to cut a tail, you're going to have to do it in a subsequent run. That's how it is. It just means that your New Game Plus run is a bit longer than it would necessarily need to be. So again, we're farming here until we have 100,000 souls. Then we are going to return, finally leaving this depressing painting more depressing now that it doesn't have sweet Priscilla. Priscilla, who's Gwyn, trapped here because she was different. Even more annoying, it means I have to kill her again. Thankfully, it's not like we can't just get the peculiar doll. We're always going back to fight the stray demon because we need the titanite slabs. And based on that, it's just going to be a no-nonsense run through the Painted World in New Game Plus. So do not spend the souls. If you spend the souls, you're going to have to farm to get back to 100,000 again. So do not spend the souls. Why have you not run? You were just going to wait and try and stab me in the back, eh? Right, last go, and then we're going to get out of dodge. Key point of note, so whereas when we return to the Undead Asylum and we're able to not rest it in bonfires there and Homeward Bone back, that is not an option in the Painted World. Once you go into the Painted World, Homeward Bone or Homeward will always take you to the Painted World bonfire. So yeah, there is no escape other than taking the path here. So, same again here. Kill the archer, run back, anime kill before. Oh, come on, I said that before. This guy is all like, I smell blood. No. No heal for you. Okay, so that drop is not guaranteed, so I'm not going to pick it up. I recommend you pick it up because that's a large titanite that you're not going to have to buy. And because we have also defeated the invader, the Xanthus set is also going to be available here on the left. Offers some alternative armor for you to wear. Do not fall for that trap. That Homeward Bone is a trap, because if you use it, you're going to go back to the Painted World. You can't warp from the Painted World, you can't homeward out, so if you homeward right now, you are stuck back in the Painted World. Stick to the side here, and you should at most only trigger one of the Painted Guardians, not counting this one, because obviously this one you are going to trigger. Yep, there's the other one that was just on the edge. Oh, that's not my shield. Oh, that was... that was not my shield. I just wanna go to the bonfire. Leave me alone. And we're just going to come to Gwendolyn Bonfire And then we're going to warp to the chamber of the princess. From here, we're going to head to the giant blacksmith. Doop doop doo doo. And we're going to be buying some large titanites. There we go. Purchase item, large titanite, and buy until you have 11. So in my case, I need 3 more. That will get me to 11. And then buy regular titanites until you have 70. That is 56,000 souls. So we have 70 regular and 11 large. Again, I had 8. You should also have 8, if not more. However, you have enough money to spend to be able to get to 11 and carry on. And with that done, we're gonna homeward. And we're going to warp to Undead Parish. So as you can see, you can warp to the Painted World. However, you can't warp out of the Painted World. You have to then go past the phalanx, run down that long narrow bridge, and then jump off the edge again to get out. So once we're here, we're going to give Andre, we're going to say yes and give him the Dark Ember.
Well, how about my fight?
Yes.
I said.
Purchase item. We're going to get our arrows back up to around 200. Again, it doesn't have to be exact, it's just, if it's not been obvious by my repairing, I have a little bit of OCD about it apparently. Okay, and now we have the important part, the reinforcing. We're going to reinforce all of our +2s to +5. So, that is the straight sword hilt to +5. The claymore. The shotel. The Uchigatana. Also, for anyone that saw the Black Knight sword and said, hey, you've got a Black Knight sword, why didn't you use that for the Priscilla tail cut when you said it was better? That's because you're not guaranteed to have one, so I'm only using weapons you're guaranteed to have. The butcher knife, 2 +5. The mace. The halberd. The caestus. east-west shield, and the large leather shield. And that is your 70 small titanites used. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go modify, and those +5s we are going to make all into +6s. So straight sword hilt, +5 to +6. Claymore. The reason I'm calling out like this is I'm double checking my notes to make sure nothing's been missed. Shotel, Uchikatana, Butcher Knife, Mace, Halberd, Caestus, Longbow, East-West Shield, Large Leather Shield. All on +6. So the reason I have leftover souls is you are not guaranteed to have 8 large Titanite, depending on how your slug farm goes. You may need to purchase up to 3. So that is why I still have some leftover souls, in case you needed to buy extra large Titanites. That is why. So the last thing we're going to do is we're now going to warp to the Anor Londo bonfire. Despite the fact that this bonfire is not lit, we're going to warp here because the next area is the Duke's Archives. And oh, what a roller coaster this archive is. So yep, the Firekeeper is gone, the bonfire is no more. The only way we could keep this bonfire was to keep the illusion of Anor Londo, which we do not want to do for this playthrough. So, with that done, what we're going to do is we are going to, specifically for the next couple of enemies only, we're going to equip a lightning spear, as physical damage is not going to help us. And we're going to end that video there. So, in the next video, we are going to go to the Duke's Archives. We are going to speak to Big Hat Logan. We're going to get our next 2 miracles. We're going to continue to increase our vitality. We are going to die to Seath intentionally along that journey. And then we are going to do the Channeler Trident farm. Hopefully that will treat us as well as the Souvenir Reprisal, the bird farm did, but that will be at the end of the next video. Will be the Channeler Trident farm, but we have to get there first. So hopefully you are enjoying this playthrough. I'm also hoping that you were able to cut Priscilla's tail on the first attempt to save yourself a bit of time on your next one. If, like me, you didn't, do not worry, it's going to be easier on the second run, and that's how we're going to do that. So yeah, hopefully you're enjoying the series. Please like and subscribe if you are, and I will hopefully see you all in the next video. Until then, bye for now.